We're going to have a little couch chat today. I'm going to treat you just like I do people when they come to the house. Sit down, get comfortable, okay? And today's couch chat is about changing your situation. And this is something that was one of the most difficult lessons of my life that I'm continuing to learn. And we all just hit like these peaks, or these plateaus where either things are going really, really well, or sometimes everything is just crazy. And you're like, look, something has got to give. Like, something has to change. I'm tired of this. I can't continue to be in this situation. Sometimes things feel desperate, or you're just bored to death. Either way, we've all been at that point, and you may be at that point right now. And there was a time where I would just bang my head against the table of saying, change has to happen, change has to happen, things have to get different. And I realized that change was going to happen when I changed, period. Nothing about my situation was going to evolve or change until I changed. And life is just continuously giving us opportunities to evolve, to change. And then once we make the change, then, the rest of what comes with that can open up for us. And I used to say all the time, I can't change. I hate change. That was a lie, because I would change my phone every year as soon as a new one came out. So clearly, I didn't have a problem with change. I just had a problem with change that someone didn't market all the benefits of it. There wasn't any commercial saying like, the new camera does this, or when you change this about your life, you're going to make more money, or you're going to have more peace and more rest, or more sense of satisfaction, or a heightened sense of purpose. There was no PSA, no commercial saying that. So I would resist change just because I wasn't able to visualize the benefits that were going to come along with it. And when you make a change in life, you just have to know that, or when you make a change for the better, you just have to know that great things are coming from it. And so here are just a couple of different things that you can do to help usher this in. One, stop saying there's nothing wrong with the way that you are, because there isn't anything wrong with who you are or how you do things. It's just where you're looking to go is going to require an enhanced version of yourself. It's going to require you to make different decisions. It's going to require you to have an evolved perspective. It's going to require all of those things. So no, there's nothing wrong with who you are now. And everything you see about your life and who you are and your decisions that you're making right now is a reflection of that. So if you want to change that reflection, you have to change yourself, because you're just seeing a reflection of yourself all the way around you. Stop saying that you don't like change. You do like change. You change things all the time. You just see the benefits in those changes. And so don't lie to yourself. Think of every single thing that you do change in your life, like your hair. Some of us, change our cars every year, 2 years, 3 years. Heck, I live in Atlanta. People change their house, and move into new homes every 5 to 7 years. Like, it's nothing, so you do love change. You just love change that you can see as being beneficial. The next thing is, you can't experience freedom if you still visualize yourself in bondage. Meaning, whatever it is that you want to see, you have to start seeing yourself in that position right now. And sometimes the things that we say to ourselves are, nothing's ever going to change. I've tried it. I always get back to the same place. Well, it takes 2 weeks of doing anything to see some sort of result, like a small result, right? And it takes about a year of consistency for that result to make an impact. So you can't just change for a short period of time and think that it's enough to see an impact. It doesn't matter if it's to lose weight, if it's to save money, if it's to just change a habit. Heck, even if you just want to start going to bed on time, you have to start setting that alarm and going to sleep over the course of a year before you can say, you know what, I'm used to getting 8 hours of sleep. Whatever that is. So just focus on who you want to be, visualize who you want to be and the results of that change, and then just take a step every day that's going to get you closer to that result. And you just have to know that the results are going to come, and it may not come all at once. And quite frankly, we can't take it all coming at once. That's why I tell myself I'm afraid of winning the $1 billion lottery. Okay, that might just be too much for me to handle at once. No, actually, I'm not afraid of it now, but previously, definitely, for sure. So take those steps and just plan on seeing the increase. Oh, and last thing, ask someone. You have to ask someone, because sometimes what's holding you back is your perspective, just the way that you see things. And that perspective that you have, that influences all the actions that you're taking, okay? Now, you can't change your perspective until you learn to see something a different way. And most times, someone else has to influence you enough to see things in a different light. So if you're not seeing results in one area and you need to see change, ask yourself, is it my perspective? It's not my habits, but my perspective that's holding me back. And if so, talk to someone and see what are some other options and ways that I can see those things. And if you do those things, I promise you this time next year, you'll be in a completely different place.